J-Drone here. What's going on, guys? Remember this drone, the $35 brushless Hubsan drone? What if I told you you can get these for around $20, $25? Would J-Drone be the man? Yeah, J-Drone will be the man. Well, guess what? I'm the man. Yeah, you're the man. Guys are picking these up for $20, $25 through the same seller on eBay. They're doing it via auction, and the highest bid, $20 and change. Unreal. Yeah, that's unreal. I'm a good drone. Yo, I didn't even know this drone could talk, but he's been quite jabberish. But anyway, we're going to be flying it on the jumper, not the stock controller. Not that there's anything wrong with the stock controller, because I range tested the stock controller, and this guy's stock controller worked really well. Yeah, it did. I went really far on my stock controller, but we're going to jump it up today. Oh yeah. So that's what we're doing. So I already have it bound. As you can see, the back's closed. I don't have it notched out like some people do, because they say it's really tough to get the battery in. I'm using an H109 battery on this, so I think that's a little bit bigger than the stock battery, if I can recall. Your 5th channel will turn on and off your lights. You should be able to see that red in the back, yellow in the front. And then your 6th channel that you have to set through your mixers will not fire the motors, because this doesn't do it like that. Down and out will fire the motors. Then we'll go up, and you don't have to do anything else besides fly it. Now, be careful with this drone, because as you can see, it's not stopping on a dime. But besides that, I noted that in my one video too, it doesn't have extremely good stoppage, like dime stoppage. But the propellers, if you over torque them, there's a possibility that you will break off your motor shaft threads, if that makes any type of sense. The shaft of the motor that the blades thread onto, I believe they're plastic. I believe they're plastic. That doesn't discredit this drone at all. It really doesn't discredit this drone at all. It's just something to be aware of. And I mean, ooh, easy there. I lost my orientation. There we go. I got a considerable wind that keeps switching here, and I'm also line of sight rusty. I've been flying FPV a lot, guys, but no matter how many FPV videos I get out, I promise you I will return to old stuff. I will return to the Tenker 4K hat cam, which is on top of my head, which will be recording sound, unlike that other dumb action camera that we used with that snap tame video. I will always return to this format. This is what I absolutely love to do, is out in the field flight testing. So this was really an announcement, guys. This video was really an announcement, let you know that you can still get this drone dirt cheap. Even cheaper than what I got mine. I'm a little bit salty about that. Watch this sun, watch this sun. It is a brushless drone. It's a nice drone. Ideally, a yard line of sight flyer is ideal for this. Or even if you don't have the jumper, and you obviously you would have the stock controller, just on the stock controller putting an AIO on top of it and going for a little FPV fun, going for a little FPV exploration. Clearly, this is not a race drone. Despite the fact it has brushless motors, and some people might confuse that with, yeah, brushless motors, it's a race drone. No, it's not a race drone. It doesn't have acro. We are in stab mode the entire time. Again, not discrediting the drone, but just letting y'all know what it is. And my forward pitching seems to be sticking a little. Like I let go of it, and it takes a while for the gyroscope to level out. I don't remember if there was a gyro calibration on this, but it probably needs it. But I will I'll continue to fly here, and hopefully my hat cam is straight. The center of my hat cam doesn't look too center in my eyes. I'm gonna try to just, it's pretty center. It's bright out here. My eyes hurt in like really bright light. We're gonna bring it over for a little camera time. Little head hunting. What up? I'd like a better picture than that. I'd like you to sit for the camera. There you go. That's a good drone. What up? Again, this is not This is not a Bugs 3 killer, so let's not get that misconstrued either. The Bugs 3 is still champion of cheap brushless stabilized drones. It is still holding that title. There's nothing else that has come out that gets close to it. I mean, you got your JJRC X1s. They come close to it. They do come close to it, but I don't think the price on them has come down as low as the Bugs 3s have. I really don't. Ooh, easy there, easy there. It seems like my gyro needs to be calibrated. We're going to go ahead and land it and see if I can figure out a stick calibration for the gyroscope. Let's go ahead and just land this, and I will turn my lights on then to see if anything that I'm doing down and out should shut off the motors. We're going to turn our lights on. We're going to get in there. I could see them. So I'm going to go ins, not doing nothing. I'm going to go opposite outs, not doing nothing. Opposite outs, not doing nothing. We'll drag both to the right, not doing nothing. Drag both to the left, not doing nothing. Both upper right, both upper left. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the calibration was. Maybe my 5th channel. I'm going to set some more channels in the mixer, guys. I'm going to set 2 more channels. I'm going to set channel 7, go over to none, make none say simple, go down, and set your switch. And click save. And then I'll go to channel 8, set my switch, and click save. And get out, get out, get out. Maybe one of these were to calibrate it, although I don't see anything going on. So down and out fires the motors. Down and out should shut the motors down. Down and ins is not doing anything. In and over, in and up, in and down, in and over is not doing anything. Both over is not doing nothing. Left stick at 7 o'clock. And the right stick there is not doing nothing. So I don't know. There has to be, and maybe it was on the stock controller. Although maybe one of those channels did it. Because now I'm going pretty much center immediately. I'm pretty sure one of those channels just did it. So which channel was it? I don't know. Nah, it's still I don't know. There's something up with the gyroscope where it's holding its forward pitch considerably. Like, I'll try to show you. I'll fly back towards myself. But dude, for what I paid for this and for what you can pay for it, so bam. I was gonna try to show you my controller. I was pitched forward and I let off the stick and it did not level. It did not, the gyroscope did not level. We should be over here unless the little gremlin picked it up. I see it. There's a little gremlin out here that picked up my waterproof JJRC drone that dropped over there and I couldn't find it. And it also picked up one of my action cameras that was on the Bang Toys X16 that dropped over there by that bush with the white stuff on it, and I couldn't find my camera. I have this all on camera, where stuff dropped and whatnot, and I'm pretty sure there's a little gremlin over here that likes to pick up my toys and take them. Look at that! Look at that! Cutting grass out here. Cutting grass out here. And my battery door bay popped open. Bam, it's popped closed. Let's go ahead and get this grass off these motors. Bam, grass off the motors. All motors are free. So be aware of that. Again, this has been sitting forever. We're not using the stock controller. It could have something to do with this. Model menu, model setup. I am on the H501 protocol. So maybe the H107 or the 301 would be a better fit for this. But I'm just going to keep flying this. We'll keep the lights on now. Keep the lights on. Maybe you can definitely see those lights during the daytime. Those are good lights. Yeah, it goes into a heavy pitch on this controller. I don't know if I can't remember on the stock controller if it did the same. But again, ideally, this is exactly what you would do with this drone. Just to blow off some steam, burn a battery, or stick an all-in-one camera on top of it and send it. And again, you could send it with the jumper, absolutely, or with the stock controller. I sent it and we got epic range. That stock controller has a threaded antenna into it. You could definitely upgrade that too, but there's really no need to because it gets epic range, and that stock controller will connect to every other Hubsan there is out there besides the 107 Hornet. It was a H107 clone that was yellow. I believe it's the Hornet. I don't know what the protocol is with that it won't bind to that controller because it'll bind to the jumper underneath the H107 protocol, but that's the only one that I found that will not bind to it. Coming in. And again, I'm letting off my stick. It's taking a while for the gyroscope to level. So we have a delayed gyroscope on the jumper. Myself personally, line of sight, this doesn't have the pep that the Bugs 3s have. But again, if you can get this for $20, $25, go get it. I'm not affiliated with the people selling this either. I'm just hooking y'all up. I'm just passing information down the line. But where I would be at this, where ideally I'm going to fly this the most when I get this out next, is AIO on top of it. AIO on top of it, FPV monitor or goggles in my face, and I'm just going to do a little explore with it. And I'm going to have to get it out on a stock controller while I remember that we were getting delayed gyroscope action here. But dude, at $20, you can be the hero of Christmas. You can be the hero of birthday parties if you're that uncle or grandparent. Brushless drone comes with its own controller, comes ready to fly, and it's a nice one, man. And as long as you have some sense in your head to monitor a new child with the drone so they don't possibly get a nice paper cut from this, or worse, I don't think it'd do much more than a heavy paper cut, but you don't know. You could be handing over a lifelong hobby to somebody for $20, for $25. And again, what I got it at was like $35. So there's this video has tons of value to it. It's not just the value of watching J-Drone fly. It's not just the value of watching your next possible drone fly. The value of watching another drone on the jumper. The value of hearing me jabberjaw. You can take from this and put it into your life and possibly put something else into somebody else's life either. Or you can just be a J-Drone drone hoarder and join the club and just go get another drone to stick in your hangar because the price was right. Lots of possibilities, and that's why I do this. Again, no affiliation whatsoever with Hubsan. No affiliation with the people selling this. It's just me saying, hey, $20 brushless drone comes with a controller that will bind to every other Hubsan. You do the math. I think it's well worth it. And again, I'm using a Hubsan 501 battery in this. I've not modified the battery door. The way you close this is you get your battery wires connected. Because again, I know some people have cried. Some people have shed tears. Dude, they've used up boxes of tissues on this drone and the 501s. And they've melted notches in the backs. They've carved notches in the backs. By all means, if that makes it easier for you, I'm not dogging you, but the people that I'm dogging is the people that cried and complained and said, Hubsan should have known better. Hubsan should have... Nah, dude, check it out. It's simple. Connect your batteries, the little blue connection. Connect your blue connection. Put your balance connection up top. There's a spot for it. Then you just bend over your blue connection and you close the door. It's simple. It took me 3 seconds to do before I get out here, and that's exaggerating the time. It probably was like 1.5, but I'll give it 3 seconds. So that's... I do it every single time like that. The door closes. I don't have any issues. I don't get frustrated closing the door. That's just... It is what it is. Balance connector up top. The other battery is just folded and in. What up there, buddy? Looking good. Those lights look good. Even how bright it is, your lights are looking good. They did not frost them. They did not put no tints on them. They look good. See how stable it is? Not an altitude hold drone. Even on the stock controller, it's not an altitude hold drone. That's just me easy on the sticks, and the drone itself too. The drone itself too is responding to me being easy on the sticks and just sitting there. We're probably gonna get an epic flight time here, because again, I'm using a 501's battery, and the 501 generally gets a nice flight time, and that's running GPS, that's running a camera, that's running a 5.8 gigahertz transmitter, that's running all types of stuff. This ain't running nothing. This ain't running nothing but them motors, the ESCs, and the board, and little bitty wires for them LEDs. There's some funnel action for you. And again, if you're getting close to trees, understand this ain't gonna drop on a dime. It ain't gonna turn on a dime. It ain't gonna stop on a dime. So if you're too close to them trees and you're pitching forward, it's still gonna be going backwards for a couple seconds. So be aware of that. There's a little birdie. Look at that little birdie. Those little birdies are tough. Yo, there's another one. They will. There he is. He's flying around. He's like, what is this in my airspace? You are in my airspace. Those little birdies are tough. I've had him swarm a drone before. He went back over there. That's where they live. Those little birdies live over there in them trees. He went back over there, got his friends, and they was just dive bombing. They never hit the drone, but they were trying to intimidate it and whatnot. Birds are territorial. Yes, they are. I'm flying a Hubsan forever. And this is also a little value to it too. Maybe you got the 501. Maybe you have other Hubsans. Particularly the 501 is where I'm going with this. You got extra batteries for the 501, and just one day you don't want to fly GPS. You don't want to mess with the 5.8 gigahertz camera. You just want to go out and fly. Take your batteries, man. Put them in this. You're gonna get a nice flight time. I don't know where we're at with time. You guys can look probably to your bottom right and see a counter. I can't. My counter is on my head, on my Tanker 4K hat camera. I can let the drone. I'm gonna let the drone climb a little bit. I'm off the sticks. Nope, climb. I want you to climb a little bit. I just want to see the counter. We're at 16 minutes. We're at 16 minutes with a mild jabberjaw, and again, I'm off the sticks. It's drifting forward. I'm trying to get it to drift up. Now it's drifting up, slowly going backwards. If I had that trimmed out properly, it would probably sit in one spot and just go up, which it's kind of doing. It's going backwards a little bit. And we'll bring it down. Once you get that front pitch going, it has a nice front pitch rate. And I like to pride myself, guys. I like to pride the J-Drone channel on doing something other channels don't do. Which also, dude, I'm talking about value. I should just name this video value. That's it, one word, value. What I like to pride the J-Drone channel in doing with a lot of other channels does not do. The last video that I put out was on the H109 trash can. What you don't see a lot of channels doing is going back to drones. You see a lot of channels getting a new drone, flying a new drone, reviewing the new drone, and they're done with the new drone and they're selling them in their Facebook groups immediately, or they're selling them on eBay immediately and going to the next drone. That's not value. You're not getting any value from that review. I mean, you're getting initial value, initial thoughts, but what about 100 flights down the line? What about 40 battery packs down the line? What about 20 crashes down the line? Is the drone still going to fly? Are you still going to have a drone? Is it still going to perform? That's what I like. That's what I like doing. My H109 trash can flight yesterday was probably only the 4th time I've taken it out. Well, that's not value, J-Drone. That's only 4 flights. Nope. Let me finish talking, rude person from the peanut gallery. Each time I take the trash can out, I take 20 to 30 batteries with me. So each time I take the trash can out, I'm in FPV for a long time. Like yesterday, I don't know how many batteries I burned initially, but I killed my battery for my Fat Sharks, and I had another one with me, and I had to switch to another battery. When I was over my family's house, when I did the introduction to J-Drone's family with the H109 trash can, I burned so many packs, man. I enjoy flying the trash can. My first session out, I think I only had maybe like 6 or 8 batteries, but I've gotten a lot more since then. And what that does as a viewer and as a consumer, it shows you, all right, I don't got to worry about the trash can EFCs failing. I don't got to worry about the drone breaking to pieces because J-Drone done smacked it off the concrete yesterday, done smacked it out of the air this time, crashed it head on into something this time, and that's value. That's YouTube value. And again, I try to pride myself in doing that. You guys see me doing a lot of flashback Fridays, a lot of throwback Thursdays. I forget what the other one was. We just flew something that was sitting. Oh, the Skyrider Condor. Skyrider's Condor, dude, a big brush drone. I paid over 120 some odd dollars from retail, dude. I picked that out of a music store and paid retail out the teeth on that. 2-3 years later, drone's still flying. Granted, I didn't fly the heck out of it, but you know, if you sit it and you go get it, sit it, forget it, go get it, and want to fly it, it'll fly. So I mean, that's what I try to do here. Obviously, I try to entertain you with some of my antics and whatnot, entertain you with my flights, entertain you with some of my abandoned stuff that I do. I try to intermingle a lot of different things in this channel, but primarily with drones. I try to get you to value. I try to show you value. If there's a drone on my channel that I've flown once and I haven't flown again, there's a good possibility the review showed it was an okay drone, or the review showed it was a flyaway drone, or the review was just kind of boring. And I didn't have fun with it, and you don't see it back on the channel again. Maybe you don't want to get it. I mean, maybe you do want to get it. Maybe it was a good review. Maybe I just forgot about the drone. But if you see a drone that constantly is a frequent flyer on my channel, that's probably something you want to get. It's probably something that's holding my interest. It's probably something that you are going to get best money for your value from. I don't really like fixing things. I like modding things. I really don't like fixing things. So if something breaks, I generally just toss it to the side or hold on to it like... I think I got a bug in my throat. That's horrible. Yeah. Keep talking, big mouth. And let them gnats fly in there. Oh man, that sucks. That super sucks. But whatever was it? My eyes are watering, my throat hurts now. Yeah, so I mean, if something breaks, it's generally just put to the side, and I generally don't fix it unless I have a super high interest for it. So if you see something break on the channel and I fix it, like that JJRC brush drone, I forget what it is. It's a JJRC brush drone that I broke during the winter. I absolutely love that drone. Love that drone, dude. The stock camera on it's great. It's gimbalized. It's a big drone. It's a GoPro lifter if you want it. And I broke that pretty heavy. I broke the body on it. I broke the camera on it. I broke the legs on it. And it was just me having a poor battery connection because I modded the battery connection. And guess what? Wiggled a little loose and the drone dropped. But the very next day, I had it fixed. Something like that. You see me fix something quick, go get it. You want to have fun with a drone, there's a reason why I fixed it quick, because I like it. The Amzo, we got blinkies. We got red blinkies in the back. We're going to bring it down. This was a long flight. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, check out Drone Exclusives. The link for that will be down below. It is a paid membership group. It's not free. But hey, you want to support the channel, you could do it that way, or you can drop me some cash on my PayPal. Link for that will be down below too. But the Drone Exclusive group is pretty dope. I give away stuff monthly, and all you gotta do is be a member for that. Be a member in the Drone Exclusive group, and maybe you could get me, or a better drone, a more expensive drone. Who knows? This guy's a part of that group. Dude, he's getting posted in there today. He's probably gonna get posted before y'all seen the video. All right, guys. If you haven't subscribed, smash that subscribe button. Questions, comments, concerns down below. We're at 23 minutes. I probably talked for like a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes. We saw a 21-minute flight. Yay! 21 minutes in the air. Yay! Now J-Drone's going to put me back in that drone room and neglect me for the next month. That's probably right, but we'll see you guys.